father was a man of few words, but you always knew where he stood. He didn't say much, but when he did, it was good. He said, tread light, learn how to give. Oh yeah, that's the way to live. Speak soft, but sing strong, forgive. Let it be your life that shines like a light every day. You're so much more than your words can say. Let it be your life that shines, your life that shines. We didn't always see eye to eye, and there are things I try to forget, but these simple words I'm so glad I've kept. Stay close, but dream far, and always remember how loved you are. Say what you mean and mean what you say. It shouldn't be so hard. Let it be your life that shines like a light every day. You are so much more than your words can say. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your light that shines. When the sound fades away, it's your light that remains. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your light that shines every day. Let it be your light that shines like a light every day. You are so much more than your words can say. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your light that shines every day. Let it be your light that shines. Your light that shines.
Let it be your light that shines every day. Can your light shine every day, no matter what? Yes, it can. And we know that to be true from our opening statement, which is not just what we read, but what we know as truth. And if you'll join me in saying it, there is only one presence, one power, one activity, God, the good, omnipotent. And as we are about to say the prayer for our loving church, our loving community, we do so remembering our church mission, which is to love the soul, to light the mind, to lift the heart, and to heal the body. So as we say the prayer for our church together, bless the work of our church, O Lord. Let our ideals be true. Let our efforts be helpful. Let our words be filled with healing. Let our attitude be joyful. Let the stranger find true welcome and remain as friend. For the Father draws his beloved to this place in his name. that love and understanding among all people establish peace in the world. Father, Mother, God, we thank you. And as we hold in our hearts and minds a person or two people or any being that we want to see them living their truth, their highest life, their highest good. But we're not envisioning what that will be. We are releasing any thoughts of lack, but we know we all have our own spiritual journey. But as we read together our prayer for others, what we do see is as they come to know the truth of who they are, how that will express and how they will feel. Together, as I behold the Christ in you, I see you happy, healthy, prosperous, loving, and beloved, going forth joyously to meet your good. Loving and beloved, going forth joyously to meet your good. And now, as we join in for our hymn for today, which is on the colored sheet.
Let's stand for This Is My Father's World. This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears, all nature sings and round me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas, his hand the wonders wrought. This is my Father's world, oh let me ne'er forget that though the wrong seems oft so strong, God is the ruler yet. This is my Father's world, how could my heart be sad? The Lord is King, let the heavens ring. God reigns, let the earth be glad.
Okay. Well, good morning again. I am Stephanie Bushman. I am the licensed Unity teacher for Unity Church of Christ, and I welcome all of you who are here in the sanctuary as well as joining us virtually. And happy, happy Father's Day. We have a few announcements that I'll go over. They're in your bulletin. There's also the e-blast that comes out each week. If you don't get the e-blast but would like to do so, please call the church office between Tuesdays and Thursdays and provide your email address. And that way you'll have all of the announcements, even those that I may not be highlighting today. And you'll also have the links where you can easily, for those that require the Zoom link and such, to connect. So on the first, third, and fifth Sundays of every month, we have a fellowship, which we will have today right after service, a good time for even reinforcing even more so our loving community. We also have the mid-year community meeting with the board of directors, so I'll take off my LUT hat, put on my president of the board hat, and say, please do join us next Sunday, the 22nd, right after service. It will be both in person as well as on Zoom. This is a time that the board, we are able to share with you what's going on from our perspective as those who are financially responsible for the church, and to get your ideas and thoughts, and really just to do, it's like a family meeting. So we look forward to you joining us. We also, on Tuesday, July 1st, can't believe in a couple of weeks we are in July, and this week becomes the official beginning of summer. So on Tuesday, July 1st, 6:30 to 8:30 on Zoom is the Creating the Beloved Community. Also, groundskeeping on Saturday, July 5th from 9 to noon. Even though we have someone who cuts the grass here, we do the weeding and taking care of the other parts. Our beloved Mary leads us in how to do that. And so if you're able to come and help out, even for a brief period of time, things don't just always appear to just be beautiful by happenstance. Sometimes it takes a bit of playing in the dirt. We have Norma's Book Club, which is continuing the 12 Powers in You, and that will be on Monday, July 7th at 6 to 7:30 on Zoom, and we'll be looking at June's disciple, which is, well, no, we'll be looking at July's disciple, actually. So, but then also we have our ongoing social action ministries, which is the Pet Critter Corner, for providing anything that you may have, as well as the Interfaith Homeless Outreach Council, which is putting together little boxes of different toiletries that can be used. And for more information, there's information in the narthex, or you can even connect with the office in what we are doing. And I believe that's all the announcements we have for this week. And so now we are going to ask Mihal to please lead us in the daily word that is pertinent to today's talk.
Today's daily word is fatherhood, which comes from Sunday, April the 10th, 1960. And our affirmation is, the Father's name is glorified as the Christ within sheds the light of truth on my mind, on my body, and on all of my affairs. You can find this affirmation on the inside cover of your bulletin. Let's affirm it together. The Father's name is glorified as the Christ within sheds the light of truth on my body, on my mind, and all of my affairs. On this Sunday, I remember that Jesus said, Father, glorify thy name. And I, in turn, I turn in prayer and speak these same words. Father, glorify thy name. As Jesus heard the Father's loving answer, so I hear the same tender reassurance. I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. The Father's name is glorified in me as the Spirit of Christ sheds the light of truth on my mind. My every thought is lifted up. I walk in the light. I am a son of light. The Father's name is glorified in me as the Spirit of Christ sheds the light of truth on my body. With Jesus, I know that this commandment is life eternal. The Father's name is glorified in me as the Spirit of Christ sheds the light of truth on all of my affairs. I judge not, I serve the Christ, and I am honored with the glory that is of God. And our Bible verse is from John chapter 12, verse 28. Father, glorify thy name. And again, our affirmation is, the Father's name is glorified as the Christ within sheds the light of truth on my mind, on my body, and on all of my affairs.
Well, happy Father's Day again to those biological fathers who became our daddies, like mine, to those who are not our biological fathers, but showed up and really showed what it was to be inspiring, creative, supportive. To those fathers who may have tried to show up but could never get it right, or those who chose not to, we extend forgiveness. Because forgiveness, yeah, it's for them, but it's more so for ourselves to be able to release and to go forward and to live from the love we know of what it is. So let me ask you, what are some ideals or characteristics do you see in an ideal father?
Strength of character.
Strength of character.
Loving support.
Loving support. Anything else? Discipline? Yeah. Order, all of that. Yeah. And in unity, we have what we call the fatherhood principle, Just like the motherhood principle, both balance and are in all of us. And they're not gender-based. I know that when we look at creating and inspiring and guiding, we think of that as being from God or spirit, divine mind, whatever you call the energy that is within all of us. And so I know that my dad, who passed a year ago to go to the great new Good Morning, that he was a long-distance truck driver. So when he stopped driving truck, he had 4 million miles under his belt. So my mom, during the week, from Sunday evenings to Monday, it was she and I. And I could see and experience and be guided with that wisdom, that strength, and that order from her. And so it wasn't just about gender, it was about that spirit. And the beauty is, it's in all of us. Those are powers that we have within all of us, and that we are each able to tap into them whenever we need for wisdom or right judgment, the power of strength, and the power of order. And how do we do that? How do we tap into those? How do we tap into it? Prayer, meditation, going into that inner chamber within where we connect even more fully with God and divine. And this fatherhood principle, when we say principle in unity, we mean it's something that is never changing. It always is, such as God or spirit is source, is not the source, is source. God is not only omnipresent, God is presence. God is power. God is all-knowing, and everything else flows from there. So we are able to connect to this God within us by going into prayer and meditation, walking into a field, just listening to the rain. That's why I love a rainy day, because I can just listen to the rain and feel it. For those of us who may go RVing, we can just get up early in the morning with a cup of coffee and just be there. Or walking our pets, working in our gardens. But as the Revealing Word, Charles Fillmore, who authored that, who is the co-founder of Unity, said, when we know how to do that, we can feel God's spirit, that fatherhood principle, as if it is in our breath, in our being, closer to us than our hands and our feet. What I love about reading some of what Jesus has said in the Bible, and I've said this before, even though the Bible may have been rewritten different times or things changed or we don't know exactly who wrote what, to me it doesn't matter because it's such a great spiritual book that's been read for thousands of years by so many people. But when I read it now, particularly as I became a student of Unity, I always see something else that I can take from it and use within my life today. One of the things I love is when Jesus in John, I think it was 10 or whatever, I tend not to use the notes, so John 10, so I'll tell you where it is, you can Google it. But John 10, when he said, I and the Father are one. I and the Father are one. Well, we know in Unity that Jesus was a human being, a man from Nazareth, who during his lifetime discovered, because it was always there as it always is for us, our Christ consciousness, our oneness, our connection with God the divine, but he evolved to Jesus Christ, Christ being a label, and then the ascension to Christ Jesus. But he said, that which I do, you can do too, and even better. So when he said that I and the Father are one, it means that you are one with the Father. You are, and I am. And so even though we have the principle of God being source and, and all of that, there was also this relationship that Jesus talked about within the Bible about father, right? That's loving. And most fathers try to be loving and supportive and wise and to be there for us. It's reported that more than 100 times within the Bible, it is referred to that Jesus said, Father. And sometimes he used the Aramaic word Abba, which is an affectionate word meaning father. I guess it's like me calling my dad daddy. But this is how he saw the Father, this relational, this thing that is in all of us. And then also, when we look in Matthew, and Jesus had been asked, well, how should we pray? Well, he basically said, pray however you need to pray. He also said, pray alone, go into the inner chamber and just talk. But this is where he began to discuss the Lord's Prayer. And he was using it as an example of how to pray. And he said, don't just repeat the words, make it your own, etc. Well, Emmett Fox, who was a New Thought minister in the 1900s, he did an interpretation of the Lord's Prayer. And it's really, really wonderful. And at some point, we'll probably have a workshop about it. It makes the understanding of the Lord's Prayer altogether different than if all you've done is said it over and over and over again. But he begins by looking at the words that begin the Lord's Prayer. What are the words that begin the Lord's Prayer? The first two words.
Our Father.
Our Father. Our Father. It's like Oliver Wendell Holmes, who was Supreme Court Justice, he said those two words summed up his whole religion. Our Father. Because that is saying loving relationship of Father, but it's our Father. It's my Father. It's your Father. That also, that goes with our principle one of being one presence, one power, God. That also goes with our divinity, our principle number two. Because if it's our Father, don't we get the genes and, we get the connection and we know we're made in the image of God, and therefore that's why we know we also have the 12 powers and the ability to use and to change our thoughts to live our best lives. And it means we're all connected. So not only are each one of us or me divine, but all of my brothers and sisters, even if they don't know it yet, even if where they are on their journey, they're not conscious of it, even me, on moments or times when I don't act so much as if I am. But being our Father and the presence of our Father being with us all the time. What this also lets me know, none of us can be fatherless. We always have a father. Some of us have been blessed with a human being who was our father, who gave us that wisdom, that guidance, that love, that support, that order. And if we did or did not, or even if they have moved on, we still are not fatherless, because the presence of God that is within us, our Father, is always here. And when we know this, it can mean so much. I can remember back, and I know it was a few years ago, my first day in kindergarten. And I remember I went in the afternoon, because at that time, I don't know if they do it now, you either went in the morning or the afternoon. My mom dropped me off, you're on the first floor, that's where the kindergarten class is, and it has a big window, picture window. And I could watch my mom leaving. And the other parents and caregivers who had left their children there, they were leaving too. And I started to hear my fellow classmates start to cry, that they start sobbing. And crying can be like a yawn. It can be contagious. Sort of like Missy crying lovingly in that first song that kind of took me away, right? I'm sitting over there boo-hooing, and I just said, please don't let me do an ugly cry up there. You know, crying is okay. You don't want to get in that ugly cry. But anyway, I'm there, and I began to feel my shoulders heaving, like, you know, that sob's coming up. It's coming up. And then I heard this voice that told me, don't cry. You are never alone. You always have yourself. Don't cry. You are never alone. You always have yourself. It would be decades later that I would know that yourself, that myself is my I am. And I also know that that is the Father that is within me. But I took that through many, many life experiences where I wasn't fearful. Whether it was me standing up in the state legislature defending a bill, little old me, as an elected official, I was not alone. My voice didn't waver. Whether it was a parent passing away and you feel like an orphan, whether it was you were in a job and because of whatever, you had no longer were in that job and it was left for me to create what would be, or opening my own law office, or even getting jumped in a park where you don't know if you're going to be killed or raped, knowing that I wasn't alone, and to be able to hear the wisdom of what to do and how to do it. So we are never, ever alone. And the ability to connect to the Father is right within us, because we're not talking about a patriarchal figure that's up there. We're talking about the energy of God's Spirit, Father, that is in, through, and as us, and is always open to us. So what I'd like to do now is, as we enter into a meditation, because I don't want to just talk at you, I want you to take these ideas within your being, within your consciousness, and make them for yourself of what they will be. So let's prepare for a time of meditation. Let's sit comfortably, and let's close our eyes or lower your gaze, whatever feels safe for you, and take a slow, deep breath and release. And once again, inhale, and this time, inhale peace. Hold it for as long as is comfortable. And as you exhale, exhale tension. Lovingly scan your body. And if you feel any tension in any place, any discomfort, acknowledge it and lovingly release it. Let your shoulders soften. Let your hands rest gently in your lap or on the arms of your chair. Let your breath find its natural rhythm. This is your sacred time, a time to rest in the presence of Spirit, a time to remember the truth of who you are. Let's take a moment and shift inward. Bring your attention to your heart space, the center of your being. Here is that inner chamber. Here is that closet. Here is the doorway to the divine, to the infinite wisdom and love of God, Spirit, energy, to the presence that our way shower, our teacher, Jesus, called the Father. Breathe gently and allow your awareness to settle here. Settle in this peace, in this safety, in the knowing that all is well and always is. Silently affirm, the Father and I are one. The Father and I are one. I am one with divine wisdom. I am one with divine wisdom. I am one with divine strength. I have the wisdom, the strength, the guidance, and the order that I need to deal with any situation and to live from my highest good. Feel these words, not just as thoughts, but from a deeper knowing, a truth that lives within you. Use your power of imagination and visualize the Father presence. Imagine that deep within your heart, there is a light, steady and golden. As you see this light, you know this is the light of Divine Father Principle, source of life, order, and creative power. This light holds you. It supports you. It guides you. It is strong but gentle, wise but loving, calm and unshakable. Let yourself rest in this light. Allow it to fill your chest, your mind, your entire being. Picture yourself standing in a vast open space, perhaps a quiet mountain, a sunlit field, a peaceful sanctuary, and you're surrounded by divine strength, divine presence, divine love. You feel safe because you are safe. You feel guided because you are guided. You feel deeply known. The Father Principle is here not as a distant figure, but as a living presence within you. It says to you, you are strong, you are guided, you are not alone. Let go of any need to understand. Just be. Breathe and rest. And let's sit in the silence for about a minute. And as you begin to return to the outer world, affirm these truths silently. I am one with divine wisdom. I am grounded in divine strength. The Father and I are one. Feel your breath once again. Feel the chair beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers, your toes, and when you're ready, you may slowly open your eyes, or you may choose to keep them closed as we listen to the beautiful music.
I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother Earth. I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have aligned for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time. Every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on the tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God through me. I am a child of this universe. Through my breath, all of life can breathe. I plant the seeds with my every dream. I can love at every turn. Give a kiss to Mother Earth. Yes, I am a child of this universe. I greet the God in each face. I am a channel for peace to flow. Oh, I honor all of life. Yes, I'm one with Father Time. To every blade of grass, to every shaking leaf on a tree, to every mountain top, I sing of the glory of God moving through me, moving through all, moving through you.
And so, today, may you walk in the awareness of your divine connection. May the Father principle live through and as you. And no matter what goes on, know you are never alone. The Father and I are one. Our Father, who art in heaven. Thank you. And now we are going to have an opportunity to affirm our abundance and to exercise and share our abundance for this great movement for our church, or the unity movement, both here, both within us, within the community, and the world at large. Because for those of us who know unity, we know not only do we need it even more than ever, but the world definitely does. And we have to be able to share that word. So if you will read the affirmation of abundance with me together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And if we read it again together as us and we, divine love through us blesses and multiplies all that we give and all that we receive. And do know there's a nice box in the back for those who are here who may want to leave a demonstration of their generosity, as well as you can do it through Tithely, or even going through your normal bank. I do mine now through the bank pay, so it just goes each month, and particularly as we're in the summer months and may not be coming as regularly. The bills are coming regularly. I know that at home, and I know that to be true here. So, and we thank you for that. And so now we will sing I Choose Love, and then we will follow it with the prayer for protection. And I Choose Love is on the back of the cream covered sheet. I can't talk now. Okay.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One choice unites us. Let this be the one. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
And as we say the prayer for protection together, the light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and where God is, all is well. And I see you going forth today, this week, and forever, knowing you are never alone, that the Father and I are one. but not just for yourself, to show up as the father principle for others who might also need it. And so it is. Have a blessed week.
My father was a man of few words, but you always knew where he stood. He didn't say much, but when he did, it was good. He said, tread light, learn how to give. Oh yeah, that's the way to live. Speak soft, but sing strong, forgive. Let it be your life that shines. Let the light every day. You are so much more than your words can say. Let it be your life that shines, your life that shines. We didn't always see eye to eye, and there are things I try to forget, but these were simple words I'm so glad I've kept. Oh yeah, stay close, but dream far. Always remember how loved you are. Say what you mean and mean what you say. It shouldn't be so hard. Let it be your life that shines like a light every day. You are so much more than your words can say. Let it be your life that shines, your life that shines. When the sound fades away, let it be your light that remains. Let it be your light that shines. Let it be your life that shines. Let it be your life that shines every day, every day. Let it be your life that shines. Let your light every day. You are so much more than your words can say. Let it be your life that shines like a light every day. You are so much more than your words can say. Let it be your life that shines. Let it be your life that shines.